Doug and Nick that's joining us here today. So I'm excited to hear about their backgrounds. So Doug, why don't you kick it off for us?
Yeah, perfect. So I'm originally a second generation roofer. I grew up in roofing pretty much my whole career. I did do a contract in the military as a construction engineer. So my entire background is construction. In 2019, I started my company, hit a few roadblocks during COVID and things like that. But luckily I met this, fine gentleman here. He helps me run my Texas operations, and, we just have a nice, smooth transition, coming out of the pandemic.
Doug, you started in the construction side, but you're doing a lot more roofing now. Was that a natural shift or was that very deliberate?
No, so my whole background was roofing. I'm shifting to all around construction, and that's what Nick helps me with. Texas is like a general contractor. We do everything from repairs to full blown, new construction jobs.
Yeah, and Nick, what's your background?
Well, a little bit about my background is I've been doing construction for almost a decade now. I kind of started out in residential and moved into a lot of commercial projects. We encountered a few bigger, jobs that was out of my company's kind of scope of work. So I wanted to reach out to some local contractors, and Doug happened to be one of them. And, we kicked it off. We worked on a bunch of projects together, and, he offered me this position here, and, we've been vibing ever since.
Is entrepreneurship kind of a natural thing that you went into?
Well, it's always been kind of a natural thing, at least for me. I mean, I've pretty much been an entrepreneur from the start. I've started a couple companies. With one, I became a regional distributor for a company, and I've moved into a lot of construction as well.
Yeah. How about you, Doug? Was it always there for you?
And so then coming out of the military, I was always just a roofer. I was a field guy. I put on, thousands of squares of roofs, but I never knew how to manage and, do the whole office perspective. So I took a management position. I grew pretty rapidly. Next thing you know, I was a regional manager. From there, I took a director position, and I started to realize, I can do this on my own.
What sort of adversity have you've faced? Entrepreneurship is there's some ups and downs there.
Yeah, it's definitely a feast or famine. You just kind of got to make things work as best you can and always move forward. Because, you'll get a lot of negative aspects, a lot of no's, but you just got to keep going around that next corner, and that next corner is going to lead you to success.
Doug, what do you love about the roofing industry?
Pretty much everything, from seeing an old battered roof that needs repair to this beautiful shining thing that, everybody's happy with. It's just an all around effort and all around, customer orientation that I really enjoy.
What do you do to get yourself out of the comfort zone and keep pushing yourself?
Well, be open to new opportunities. Don't be afraid to take that next step. A lot of times people get so caught up in the day-to-day and that four walls around them, and they lose sight of the bigger picture.
How about you, Doug? What goes through your mind?
A lot of stuff, specifically failure. Everybody's worried about failing. So it's that sense of doubt that always enters your mind as you try to progress, for more successful opportunities. But the main thing is to just understand, don't step out of your comfort zone into something that you know zero about, right? At least have some understanding of what you're getting involved with, and then learn from there. So for me, it's more about pushing the doubt aside, accepting the help that comes, and then just, pursuing that goal or that aspiration that I may have.
In terms of hobbies, things that you enjoy.
Well, right now, Doug mentioned that I'm going to be moving into a new house, and I've been actually building that house for the past 2 years, pretty much myself. And that's been my hobby, is to get me and my family into this new house on our piece of land. So, that's my goal.
Yeah. What about you, Doug? Any hobbies, passions?
As of now, most of my hobbies is reading and trying to get a footstep ahead of the competition.
Nick, in terms of future prospects, where do you see yourself in a few years?
Well, right now, Texas is open. California is open. We're going to be expanding. We plan on expanding to Florida, and we plan on expanding also to Nevada. How
about you, Doug?
So I'm starting to dabble in the real estate now, opening my horizons a little bit, stepping out of construction, like we said, getting out of my comfort zone.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing, guys.
No, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.